we work under the four major verticals, which are there with us, which is the contest platform, which we are in right now, the cohort, the community, and the consulting. Next slide. So some more details. So we have a Lemon School of Entrepreneurship, where we do a lot of training for entrepreneurs and upcoming entrepreneurs, where we take them from journey, from idea to reality to launching their ventures, supporting them at various stages with mentoring support and all other activities which a founder requires. The contest platform is Innopreneurs, where we attract a lot of startups. People come here every year to pitch their ideas, to validate, to refine their ideas, because this is one platform where we not only take it as a contest, we also take it that we become your mentors and guide for future also. And the third vertical is Lemon Ideas, where we do more of acceleration job, and we become an accelerator for people, and also do consulting for a lot of people for getting into this startup space. Incubators and others are also involved in this. Next slide. So if you see our journey, we started our journey in 2013. It has been a decade plus now, and we are still going on with the same zeal which we had on the day one. So we had various milestones, and if you see the milestone which we received, we just did last year was rolling out of a junior vertical. We have gone to schools now. We are doing contests for school children, and there's one area which is upcoming, and we are there now. Next slide. These are our guiding principles. We believe in spiritual connect to whatever we do. It is the entrepreneurship is a deeper aspect for us. The innovation is the requirement of an entrepreneur, and empathy and sustainability is the major way we want the entrepreneurs to move ahead, and concise behavior, that we should do all our business in a particular manner, that the harmony of an ecology is maintained. So Lemon works under some SDGs also. So you can see this on screen. Next slide. We have been blessed with some prominent guests on this platform, and I'm happy to share that this platform attracts very top people. Either they can be from academia, they are from industry, they are from political background, but we are or foreign, even foreign offices. So we have been there with them, and we thank them for being with us. These are some impact numbers which we have done till now. So we have supported around 12,000 plus entrepreneurs, 750 plus ventures have been supported, 500 plus experts and mentors and investors have been part of this ecosystem in the last one decade. We have had around 200 plus partners. We did 2 publications to highlight our achievements and the achievements of the people who have come on this platform. 500 plus entrepreneurs have been recognized through our celebration of their achievements as an entrepreneurship day. 450 plus events conducted till now, and we have heard around 5,500 plus pitches. We have footprints in 15 plus countries. So we have been having participants from various countries, which include Nepal, Germany, Bhutan, Maldives, Turkey, Uganda, Ghana, South Korea, UK, Finland, Japan, USA, Bangladesh, and Vietnam. And we have also some partners here. Next slide. So we are available on YouTube, where we keep posting our contents. You can go there, you can subscribe, and you can see the contents which are there. These are very helpful contents for all the participants who are here. Next slide. We have a WhatsApp community. You can be part of us by joining this community. You can take a screenshot of this and join.
All right. Thanks a lot for taking us through the journey of Lemon Ideas. To everyone, Lemon Ideas has already completed its 10 years of journey, and it started in 2013. And Innopreneurs also started the very next year. We launched the Innopreneurs as a startup contest at a very local level. But over the years, over this time of 1 decade, we have evolved it into a platform where multiple corporate companies and also a lot of uh, uh, entrepreneurs have been part of this platform. They are getting a lot of value. And that's why we have a tagline that where everyone is a winner, right? Because whosoever become part of this platform, they receive some sort of value out of it, whether it is in terms of mentorship, guidance, or maybe in terms of business collaboration or investment, or maybe winning this contest, right? So let me take this opportunity to take you through this journey. Innopreneurs Season 11, it is an initiative by Lemon Ideas in association with Lemon School of Entrepreneurship. We have multiple components in this platform, starting with we do idea and startup pitchings. We also have training and mentoring sessions. There are multiple collaboration and networking avenues you will find. Today also in the pitching round, you will be getting this opportunity to network with your fellow entrepreneurs. There are funding possibilities and demo days which you organize with the investors of India, as well as some of them are sitting outside. So we organize dedicated demo days for those who are raising funds. There are corporate connect meetups wherein companies, big companies, multinational companies, they join sessions and they listen to the entrepreneurs, what they are doing, what kind of innovation they are bringing in this society. Apart from that, we also offer incubation and acceleration avenues. So these are the major components. Talking about what we are expecting out of this particular season. So we are expecting 20 plus countries who will be participating. 1,200 plus entrepreneurs are expected to register on our platform. Through this whole campaign of 5 to 6 months, we are aiming to reach at 5 lakh plus direct reach. 50 plus collaboration meetups will be there. 75 plus screening rounds will be organized. Few of them will be happening today. 4,000 plus entrepreneurs are expected to register. 150 plus hours of training and mentoring sessions will be there. This is very useful for those who are just starting their journey. And we have 100 plus investors, VCs, HNIs, NRIs in our network who like to explore startups and invest in them. Season 11 is bringing a very great opportunity to all these startups who are participating here. We have announced 50 lakh worth of prizes through our platform. There will be 5 plus year of funding support provided by our funding partners. Apart from these two, there are going to be mentoring sessions, training interventions, funding readiness for all these selected startups, and there will be corporate association and networking opportunities. So just wanted to mention that if you are part of this, then take the advantage and like add it to your journey, to your entrepreneurial journey. So talking about our international presence, we are currently present in India plus 20 countries. We have partners sitting in these countries, let it be Maldives, Bhutan, Uganda. We have a very good presence in the South Asian countries and also some of the MENA countries. 200 plus partners are there across India and 10 plus countries who keep supporting this initiative. They are incubators, funding houses, ecosystem organizations. We reach out to them every year, and they're happy to refer startups like you to this platform. Talking about the timeline of this season 11. So May onwards, we started the partnership and startup screening. July, that is the next month, contest rounds and the top 500 cohort will be formed. September onwards, we will start identifying startups for demo days and corporate showcase events. These are little bit exclusive events, but we will select the startups through these screening rounds only. December onwards, the Centurion startup stage, which is the top 100 startups of this particular season, will be selected and they will be entering the pre-finale stage. In the January month, we will be entering the finale, and Feb, we are planning the grand finale, which is going to be a physical event where all the top 10 startups and top 5 ideas, they travel to one spot and they are showcased in front of the audience, right? February onwards, we will keep continuing the investment and collaboration threads. So this is how the timeline of season 11 looks like. This is the roadmap of any startup who is entering this particular season. I would want you to just take a screenshot of this. So you started with registering on innopreneurs.in, right? And then you will be part of this preliminary pitching round, which is happening today also, right? Post that, there will be we will be identifying the top 100 startups and ideas for the Centurion startup stage. That is the pre-finale stage. In parallel, we will also start, if you can see in this green boxes, we will start the funding readiness program. And those who will be part of this program will be showcased to the demo day and corporate showcase, right? Top 100, from top 100, we will be selecting the top 25 startups for the finale. And from there, top 10 startups for the grand finale stage, right? Profiles of all the selected startups will be shared with our partners and also with all the investors for exploration meetup. So it's going to be a great opportunity for you to expand your network, right? A few highlights about season 11. 1,200 plus registrations are expected. 700 plus startup presentations will be there this season. We are expecting 10,000 plus entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, innovators to join us. There will be funding readiness for these startups. There will be separate tracks for idea and POC stage startups. We do not want idea stage startups to, compete with growth stage or maybe pre-revenue stage startups, right? More than 150 plus recognitions will be there through our this platform, through this Innopreneurs season 11, right? And we are supporting a certain things also here, like we are also aligned with Atmanirbhar Bharat. These are few of these special tracks. You will be having a special track around AI and ML, right? And we are also trying to reach 15 plus countries worldwide who are expected to join us this particular season. So these are few of the highlights. These are some of the impact numbers. Quick overview of all the editions of Innopreneurs. We have done 10 seasons till date, and this is the 11th one. 12,000 plus entrepreneurs have already joined us and they are part of our community, right? And we have reached in this 10 seasons, we have reached 20 plus countries, right? 400 plus jury and guests, they have been part of this. 200 plus partners pool who are supporting us dedicatedly. They are supporting this ecosystem. We are not doing this alone. 5,000 plus pitches we have witnessed, and few will be added in this particular season, right? And 50K plus jobs also have been created through our founders who are part of this community. So our vision is to keep increasing these numbers season after season, right? So this was an overview about Innopreneurs season 11 and also the brief background about how this functions. If you want to be part of this community, if you want to get active on 11 Ideas community, just you can scan this QR, or maybe you can just take a screenshot of this QR and use it on a later way. May I now hand over the session to Saurabh sir to invite our guest. Over to you, Saurabh sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Uh, is, who is the founder and MD of VSAAS, Singapore. He has got 3 decades of experience in technology, innovation, venture building, and entrepreneurship. He has overseen more than 22 investments across India, South Asia, and USA. He has co-founded VSAAS, a vital technology and product development partner for Thinkuvate startups, and he's an active member of Thai chapter now. Ghanshyam sir, next slide. Madan, Global Alliance for Mass Entrepreneurship, and he is also President Thai Bangalore. He has 23 years of experience. He's co-founder of G.A.M.E India, an initiative that aims to create 100 million mass entrepreneurs who can generate jobs and make a positive difference in their communities. Founder and CEO of OneBridge, a company that delivers consumers in India. He is President Thai Bangalore. Welcome once again to both the guests. Yeah. Amartya, please. So we take this inaugural ceremony in presence of guests.
All right, everyone. So I would like to take this opportunity and to welcome all of you, all these startup founders and innovators present here. Our guest, Mr. Ghanshyam and Mr. Madan, and other Lemon team members, Mr. Deepak, Mr. Saurabh sir, and other team members. In the presence of everyone, I would like to announce this and kickstart this ceremony for season 11 of Innopreneurs. Capture this moment and let's have a group photograph. Requesting all the participants, our guests, everyone present here to please switch on their camera so that we can take a snap, a quick snap. I can still see some black screens. Requesting everyone to please open their cameras so that we can take a snap. Adarsh, Harsh. All right. Wonderful. Done. So quite excited to launch the season 11 of Innopreneurs. Let me now take this opportunity to invite the founder and chief idea farmer of Lemon Ideas, Mr. Deepak Manaria, for addressing the audience. Over to you, Deepak, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Amartya. Can you please confirm my audio visuals, please, Amartya?
Yes, sir, you are visible and audible too.
Wonderful. सभी को मेरा नमस्कार. Very, very excited to be part of this Innopreneurs season 11. So has been a fantastic 11-year ride for us now, and I think it has been a it has been a pretty long journey for us over last 11 years when we visualized this concept of entrepreneurship from a non-metro town like Nagpur. So everybody felt this is a very stupid thought to do something for smaller towns and not to be in Bangalore, Mumbai, and Hyderabad of the world. But yes, we were very very committed in terms of bringing such kind of opportunities for small towns. Because during my earlier entrepreneurial stunt at being a co-founder of an IT company, which eventually is today it's Hitachi's Global Logic. So I witnessed very, very closely the potential of talent in the small town, the ideas, their dreams, their aspirations, and that has essentially moved me uh, during my so many interactions on the name of campus interviews and recruitments. I probably would have met thousands of them in the central India region and across the country. So that possibly has sown seeds into what kind of stupid and kind of crazy work that we are doing today. So I'm very happy to have Shri Madan Padaki ji with us. I'm absolutely a fascinating personality, versatile profile. I was just going through his profile and I was like, oh my God, there was so much of content in the profile. But yes, he's one of the veterans when it comes to bringing technology to the common people. His initiative through Hybrid is where he sees urban and rural consumers at the same level, and that's I think amazing. In fact, we have many startups on the rural side in the lemon ecosystem who are trying to bring a lot of digital solutions to the rural population. So it would be interesting to have his guidance and support for those startups also. The initiative G.A.M.E is through which we got to know about Shri Madanji. It's a global alliance for mass entrepreneurship where having a dream of 100 million entrepreneurs is itself a very big dream for people like us in the country, and we are definitely in some way have been contributing to this thought for last about 11 years. So I will also would want to thank Mr. Yogesh Bhavsar, who is here on the call today, who is here, who has joined us today in this inaugural ceremony, because he has been instrumental in really getting us introduced to Sri Madanji. Apart from this, he's an active member at THAI. He's board of trustees. He's president of THAI Bangalore. So he has been part of Tata Trust and many such organizations he has been associated. So I'm very, very overwhelmed to welcome you, Shri Madanji, to this inaugural ceremony. I also welcome Shri Ghanshyam Ahuja ji, who has a Nagpur connection, and that's the reason why we got in touch. And he has been based in Singapore, and he recently launched a big fund for the startups. Uh, Mostly focusing on the smaller towns. He is the founder behind Thinkuvate Ventures, been an active member in the Thai Nagpur chapter. So, आपको भी मेरा नमस्कार घनश्याम जी. Welcome to this inaugural ceremony of our season 11. I also welcome other guests whom I could see in the room here. We have Mr. Dipanjan from CII. We have Mr. Yogesh Bhavsar from GAIN, and there are many more invitees from our partner organizations whom I can see in the Zoom room. So I welcome everyone to this inaugural ceremony on behalf of my entire Lemon team. I also welcome the jury members for today's round. So interestingly, all the jury members that we have today are all alumni of Lemon Ideas in terms of previous participants at Lemon School of Entrepreneurship, or they have been previous winners of Innopreneur platform. That is the same contest probably 2-3 years back. So I welcome all the jury members, Mr. Vikram Singh Meena, who is absolutely one of the fantastic startups in the country in the drone side, based out of Delhi and here. They have raised multiple rounds of funds and absolutely a passionate team to bring technology to the healthcare delivery solution. So we welcome Vikram as a jury. He's a winner of our season 9 edition of Innopreneurs Startup Contest. We also have a jury member as Mr. Vipul from Baroda. He is working on a fantastic biotech startup, trying to eliminate the need for us to slaughter cows to get a particular serum molecule. So welcome Vipul. He has also been a runner-up of the season 9 edition of Innopreneur. We have Mr. Vashak from Kerala, who is also working on a energy saving solutions. He's also been an alumni of Lemon Ideas from our 2021 Springboard Acceleration Program. The next jury is our own very own Dikki Bora from Assam. He has also been part of our acceleration programs and a alumni of Lemon School of Entrepreneurship. So it's so exciting to have our own people in the past to come back to us as a jury, as a partner, as a supporter. And in fact, many of them have been joining us as investors also as we move ahead on this journey. So welcome everyone, and also not to forget our YouTube viewers. Welcome to this program and welcome to this inaugural ceremony. So I think I'll quickly possibly highlight the major parts of our 10, 11 years of journey. So first thing, we have been experimenting a lot, and I'm very glad to share that many of our experiments have been picked up at a national level by the government and by many more ecosystem players. So if I start from 2013 times, when a small town is something that we were focused upon, I think now everybody is talking about small towns. So that's something which we started with. Apart from this, I think the pedagogy of experiential training for entrepreneurship, the foundation of Lemon School of Entrepreneurship, which is a very disruptive and entrepreneurship program, because we believe entrepreneurship cannot be gained by means of a formal degree or diploma. It doesn't need that. Entrepreneur doesn't need formal diplomas and degrees, but I think that's a concept which was purely on experiential learning by doing. So I think that has been widely spoken about everywhere in terms of the pedagogy for training. Innopreneurs has been one of the very popular contests in the country just because of its consistency. We did it. We did all the 10 editions in the past, irrespective of COVID, rahe na rahe, we were always there. So I think that has also been picked up, and a contest is one of the very strong ingredient and a strong component of the startup ecosystem in the country today. And this continues to be on the top Google search because of consistency. It's not by design, but I think just because we were very madly into our mission of promoting entrepreneurship, and that's what has resulted in creating this kind of a wonderful property, which is attracting entrepreneurs and startups from almost 10, 15, 20 countries now. National Entrepreneurs Day, we started celebrating since 2017. We always felt that India needs to have an entrepreneurship day. We picked up 16 January. It's not because my younger son was born on 16 January 2016, but more because of the Startup India policy was launched on 16th of January by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. And we picked up that date, and then we continued celebrating that. We kept writing, to PMO, to all the ministers, to all the ecosystem players. And finally, and I'm glad 2 years back, this day was declared as a National Startup Day. So we were very happy when this day was declared, because for the world, it was first edition of National Startup Day. For us, this was the 5th edition of kind of entrepreneurship day that we have been celebrating. We picked up school children as a probable interventions to sow seeds of dreaming big, of making change happen, of making world a better place, a sustainable place. So these seeds needs to be sown at a very early stage at school level. We embarked on a journey of really creating a program for school children. We thought of this idea in 2019. Then there was a COVID for 2 years, but eventually we launched juniors 2 years back. We have done 2 editions of junior contest for school children, and I'm very glad that one of the winners of previous edition of junior is just 16-year-old. Now he's participating in our main edition of startup contest, and he's here today in the Zoom room. He's just about 16 years, and he's the only one who is probably below 18 years. And just because he was the winner of junior edition, he had the confidence to come and present his idea in front of the startup community. So that's the kind of initiative which we picked up, and we have started nurturing them. And I'm sure now schools is definitely on the national agenda. There's a policy for for innovations at school level, and we are also part of in terms of our own interventions for school children as well. So through our startups, through our community, I think we have reached pan India. When it comes to the rural population, through our startup, probably we have reached to almost about 70, 80,000 villages. Through our through our community of startups in the education sector, we have reached almost about 500-600 schools. So I think this list can go on and go on because it's been many years, and I personally know almost 700, 800 startup founders who have been part of us, whom I personally spend a lot of time across the country, and they are sitting in about 45, 50 to 55 cities in different part of the states. So I think it has been a very learning journey for me personally. Moving out of the baggage of a corporate profile for so many years, coming into this space of nurturing entrepreneurship at a very ground level. And I think I think in fact, just in the morning, I got a LinkedIn message from one of our participants. I was so happy to see his message just before this inaugural ceremony. He was a candidate. He was a student of class 9th of Jawahar Navo Vidyalaya from a very small town in Madhya Pradesh. He was a Hindi medium student. He came to us in 2018 with a concept of wireless electricity. वो अपने गांव का पूरा कबाड़ लेके आया था हमारे पास कि सर मेरे को वायरलेस इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के ऊपर काम करना है. And just in the morning, I got a message from him, sir, do you remember me? Oh my God, I was so happy to find that he is finally on a journey ahead and he has come back to us that, sir, मैंने अच्छा काम कर लिया है, मुझे आपके साथ में आना है. So those has been so many stories like this, what we have witnessed in the past. And I think this season 11 is very special to us from multiple factors. One is, yes, this is our edition after a decade of work. Second, we are moving out of English as a preferred language. So I remember 2-1 साल पहले we were approached by नीति आयोग कि आप लोग कुछ Indian languages में आप लोग कुछ काम कीजिए. So हमारे programs are not specific to English. जब कभी कोई international participation होता है तब we have to stick to English, but otherwise we have always made sure that people should not fear कि हमको अंग्रेजी नहीं आती है तो हम participate नहीं कर सकते हैं. So we have always been trying to break that barrier of English as a language, and this edition is specifically जहाँ पे कोई भी भारतीय भाषा में स्टार्टअप आके अपना प्रेजेंटेशन दे सकता है. हिंदी भाषा में प्रेजेंटेशंस होंगे, कोई भी और भारतीय भाषा में प्रेजेंटेशंस होंगे. The inaugural round has already registered about 200 startups from about 26 countries, 11 states. Apart from India, we already have registration from UK and Singapore in the inaugural rounds. I think 30 would present today, and the remaining will present in the subsequent rounds. So I think it's been fantastic. We have been always happy to get partnership. There have always been many lead partners who have been supporting us. They're right from the corporates to venture funds, and we would be looking at a few key lead partners to support the season 11. This is just a starting inaugural. We have 8-9 months to go before we do the finale in the February month. So this is probably one of the biggest similar contests happening on the planet, which goes for almost about 8 to 9 months. So I think I'll probably stop here. It's been wonderful to be part of this season 11 inaugural ceremony. I once again thank Ghanshyam ji, Madan ji, my entire team led by Saurabh, Amartya, and Shwin, Siddharth, everyone who has been working on this mission of our madness and pagalpan of promoting entrepreneurship day in, day out. So I'm very happy. Once again welcome all the participants. This contest is just a name. I would be very honest. Participants के लिए मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि winning and losing is just a part of it. The spirit behind creating this kind of an initiative is to nurture co-creation, collaboration. बहुत सी trainings होंगी. I'll be spending 100 hours personally on this entire initiative in next 8 to 9 months. मेरे को आपको जानने का मौका मिलेगा. I learn a lot from you. I'm sure you'll also learn a lot from your fellow participants, from so many mentors and jury that will come and spend time on this entire initiative over next 8-9 months. So thank you once again. आप सबका शुभ हो, आप सबका मंगल हो. सभी को मेरा नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद, जय भारत। थैंक यू।
Thanks a lot, Deepak sir, for this welcome message to all the participants who have joined here, and also taking us through the initiatives which we have been taking in the past 1 decade. Thanks a lot. Moving ahead, I would like to invite our special guest for today. He is founder and MD at Thinkuvate Venture and co-founder VSAAS Singapore, Mr. Ghanshyam Ahuja. Sir, inviting you to please address the audience and also share your welcome message with everyone. Over to you.
Thank you, Deepak ji, for inviting me first of all, and good morning to everybody. नमस्कार, नी हाओ, मैं सिंगापुर से आया हूँ, चाइनीज भी बोलते हैं वहाँ पे, जैसे आपने लैंग्वेज की बात करी दीपक जी. I'll put my message in 3 sections. Very first section, which is very heart touching to me also, Deepak ji, is जो हम बोलते हैं स्मॉल टाउन का फीचर, राइट? जस्ट मिनट, सॉरी. सो जस्ट टू टेल यू, स्मॉल टाउन ये बहुत बार मेरे दिमाग में 25-30 साल से आया हुआ है, राइट? एंड कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर यू, यू नो, स्टार्टिंग दिस इनिशिएटिव 11 years बैक, जब नागपुर नहीं था जो आज है नागपुर, राइट? आई ऑलवेज से दैट्स नंबर 1. हमारे पहले ही जॉब में, जब मैं ग्लोबल टेली सिस्टम में काम करता था, लेट मी स्पीक इन हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश इफ यू अलाउ मी, आई टच अपॉन दिस टॉपिक. तो हमारे जो बॉस थे ग्लोबल टेली सिस्टम में, शिशिर गोरले, जो जिनकी कंपनी में आज मैं इन्वेस्टर हूँ, एज अ फर्स्ट इन्वेस्टर, मेरे बॉस हुआ करते थे. सेम चीज वी यूज्ड टू थिंक, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 20 years बैक, 21 years बैक, कि भाई यू नो हम लोग तो नॉर्मल एक छोटी सिटी में बैठे हुए हैं नागपुर में, हम लोग कहाँ शाइन करेंगे? वी हैव हेडक्वार्टर इन मुंबई, वी हैव पीपल इन दिल्ली एंड अदर प्लेसेस, कहाँ शाइन करेंगे? तो वहां पे हमारे जो बॉस हैं, एंड द रीजन आई ऑल्सो बिलीव्ड इन हिम लेटर व्हेन ही स्टार्टेड हिज वेंचर ऑल्सो, is that ki it's not about where you are sitting, it's what you are thinking and what's your constraint in your mind. Everything is constraint in your mind. So that's the first thing to all entrepreneurs or whosoever is sitting here. Don't have any constraints in life कि आप यहाँ से ये नहीं कर सकते, यहाँ से ये नहीं कर सकते. At the most you can say, as of now, I cannot do yet. You know, you can grow from there on. That's one. And actually उन्होंने करके दिखाया हमें. Second चीज जो learning हमें मिली कि लाइफ में आगे बढ़ने के लिए कई बार हम सुनते हैं कि या तो आप लोगों की टांग खींचो, राइट? या तो आप जो आपके साथ काम कर रहे हैं उनको आगे बढ़ाओ. तो दे शोन मी, and actually he became regional manager in Calcutta, and 4 of us under him became branch managers, with me taking over branch at the just age of 28. I became branch manager in Jaipur for Rajasthan. So that's the first very topic, guys. Never ever have any constraint. छोटे से छोटे गांव से भी आप बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं. And coming to गांव, मैं खुद गांव से हूँ. I think a lot of people from Maharashtra. I was born and brought up for almost 10 years in Karanja Lad. काफी लोगों को पता होगा, अकोला अमरावती के पास है. So वहां से शुरुआत हुई है मेरी लाइफ की. Then I came to Nagpur, and then from, of course, last 21 years in Singapore, as Deepak ji said. So that's a very first point I wanted to message everybody. Never ever have any constraint कि हम ये नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज ऑफ सिटी, हम ये नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज हम बहुत छोटी फैमिली से हैं, हम ये नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज वी आर फ्रॉम XYZ एंड ऑल. इट्स ऑल योर कंस्ट्रेंट. दैट्स नंबर 1. Number 2 is now coming to talking about entrepreneurship and innopreneurship, right? It's a fantastic time going on in India. Deepak ji and everybody, all veterans sitting here from TAI, I heard Madan ji and others. 10 years back, this was not the momentum what we have seen across India, and more so in tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 cities. So this is the time of coming into entrepreneurship with your own ideas. And by the way, ideas may not be always rocket science. In fact, I would say may not be, majority of times ideas should not be rocket science. As long as आप एक city का problem solve करते हैं. इंडिया की एक सिटी, बाय द वे गाइस, टू अंडरस्टैंड इफ यू डोंट नो, एक सिटी ऑफ टियर 2, टियर 3 जो हम बोलते हैं, कैन बी ऑलमोस्ट इक्वल टू सम कंट्रीज इफ यू सी द पॉपुलेशन. सो इमेजिन, अगर कोई बोलता है कि मैं मालदीव्स का प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ, इज एज गुड एज, आई डोंट नो एग्जैक्ट पॉपुलेशन देयर, बट माइट बी वन ऑफ द सिटी और डिस्ट्रिक्ट पॉपुलेशन. So one is idea can be for a particular city or a particular problem you're solving. Innovation, इसमें मैं आपको बोलूंगा जो मेन चीजें, as you saw from Deepak ji, that he is continuously passionate about his topic about lemon ideas. His perseverance has made him to 11th edition. Again, hats off to you, Deepak ji and whole Lemon team. 11 years is not an easy. I started my entrepreneurship journey almost at same time. When we meet, I'll give you more details. Exact same time, 11 years now. So 11 years. So number one is perseverance. जो भी आप करोगे, entrepreneurs, make sure that you perceive over a period of time with consistency. Second thing, what I heard, consistency is very, very important. आपको बीच में बहुत सारे साइन कब आएंगे? You will have huge problems in between every year, I can tell you. Like I just to share with you on an emotional note, when I started my entrepreneurship journey, within 3 months, I lost my mother. So you can imagine the emotional things what we go through, right? So you will go through a lot of these things, ups and downs. It should not deter you for your perseverance and passion. That's the second part. And be loyal to yourself and to your idea. Be genuine to yourself, right? No need to be genuine or loyal to somebody else unless आप अपने आप से loyal नहीं हो. अगर आपको लगता है कि you are doing something right, you are doing something in a correct direction, please continue doing it. The last piece, Deepak ji, I would like to touch upon. You mentioned about the fund and all, and also my belief in tier 2. Proud to share with you. You can see some more details about Thinkuvate. Thinkuvate was started more as a friendly club of few people who are in Singapore, but mostly from Nagpur. So that's a proud thing I say. It's like we are connecting center of India to center of Asia, which is Singapore, right? And number one, within 1-2 years, we were very clear that no idea can run as a hobby. Any idea has to be done professionally, which is what Deepak ji is doing, a proper institute and all that. So we said, I created this name sitting in one of the institute, Think, Innovate, Incubate, combine into one word, exactly means everything about startups. Right, so that's where the name came from, and the logo, if you see, is the seed germination or a seed funding and all what we do. So coming to the funding, what we did, we never thought that we will be such a big fund soon, but we have seen 8,500 companies in last 8 years, but only invested in 23. The point I'm driving here is, guys, if you have a right idea and genuinely you believe in your idea and continue with that idea over a period of time without worrying about funding मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा, as long as आप सही ढंग से काम कर रहे हैं, and if you can execute well, most important thing is execute well. You know, there is a saying कि we don't bet on a horse. Like as investors, we don't bet on a horse. We bet on jockey, which is on a right horse in a right, a race course. Not everywhere. कोई गांव में घोड़ा दौड़ा है उस पर नहीं करेंगे हम लोग, right? एक proper race course में. So we bet on them. So which is like your capability as an executor, right? So execution आप करेंगे इस तरह से, हम उस पर believe करते हैं. So out of 8,500 then when we saw the perseverance from a lot of people wanted to join us, we applied to SEBI with a lot of preparation, thinking that it will take 9 months. That's where the proud moment comes, guys. Again, going back to small cities से बड़ी सोच रख सकते हैं आप. SEBI ने हमको 35 days में license दिया सिर्फ. Only 35 days, which is a record told by some of our consultants. So I'll sum it up with my message: perseverance, passion, continuous. आपको जो idea पे काम करना है उस पे काम करिए. Be genuine to yourself, loyal to yourself, no constraints in life, and sitting in a smaller city like now I can say I'm from Karanja. I'm sitting in Singapore working on a 150 crore fund. So with that, thank you and all the best for all participants for this great contest we are running, and congratulations to everybody.
Thanks a lot, Ghanshyam sir, for your kind words and also your this powerful message that from small cities or small places also big ideas can grow and also prosper. So thanks a lot for joining and thanks for your presence. Moving ahead, we have Mr. Madan Padaki. He is co-founder G.A.M.E and president TIE Bangalore, our guest for today. I would like to invite him to address the audience and give his welcome message to all the entrepreneurs joining here. Over to you, Madan sir.
Thank you, Amartya. Namaskar. Good morning, everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Wonderful. Okay. Such a pleasure and a privilege to be here. And Deepak and the entire team at Lemon Ideas, a huge salute to you for the human service that you're doing. Super impressive. It's not easy to sustain this journey over 11 years, and you've been at it. One of my favorite mantras as an entrepreneur, and when people ask, what's the one message? And Ghanshyamji, loved each of your anecdotes, and the messages resonate with everything that you say. So one of my reflections and mantras has been, the only mantra I share with entrepreneurs is Lage Raho Munna Bhai. Right? Nothing comes easy. You got to be at it, and you got to be at it with that consistent perseverance. That is the only thing. And especially when we are trying to solve hard problems, the lage rahoing has to happen over a much longer period of time, despite the world telling you that it's not going to happen, despite all the self-doubts and beliefs that you that comes across your mind every night when you go to sleep. Even now, I wonder, am I doing the right thing? Is it too ambitious? Am I dreaming too big, or am I smoking something that everybody else says, it's such a stupid thing? But I always keep remembering what Gandhiji said, that first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they try to stop you, and then you win. Right? So many times I wonder that if people are not laughing at you or ignoring you, then you're probably not doing something right. Right? That's one way to look at this. But coming back to what the Lemon School of Entrepreneurship and 11 Ideas are doing, I believe that entrepreneurs must change the world. Entrepreneurs have the power to change the world. And it has been always entrepreneurs who've changed the world for the better. Especially in a context like India, somehow we kind of tend to equate startups and entrepreneurs the same way. I keep saying that all startups should be run by entrepreneurs, but not all entrepreneurs are startups. And especially in the current mahal, I want to amplify that, saying that, when I meet a lot of young people, and I do meet a lot of young people in not tier 2, tier 3, I work in the villages, and they keep telling me, idea nahi mil raha hai kya karne ke liye. I don't know what is the unicorn idea. And I keep arguing that I don't think India needs unicorns. India needs what I call as nanocons. Right? We don't need 100 unicorns. Well, we have it, and we compare it to China to say China has 3,000 unicorns. Or I was just reading a report this morning that London and the European area itself has 684 unicorns. From an Indian context, I think we need more nanocons. We need 10 million businesses that can generate 15 to 20 jobs each and run in a profitable way. And of course, technology can play a big role in doing that. Right? So the need of the hour is what convinced us to start what we call as Global Alliance for Mass Entrepreneurship. The need of the hour is mass entrepreneurship. Mass entrepreneurship means an uprising of entrepreneurs across the country, in every nook and corner of the country, every village, every tehsil, every block. We need entrepreneurs who can solve local problems using probably known approaches, but more importantly, run it profitability and create jobs. The tragedy that we have in India today is, out of the 70 million enterprises that exist, give or take a couple of million, the 97% of these enterprises are less than 3 people. So we have a massive set of entrepreneurs, but who have not scaled, right? Who are barely eking out a living, a hand-to-mouth existence, right? And that pains me to say that if we have the demographic dividend of 150 million youth entering the workforce the next 10, 15 years, I love what you said, Deepak, about inspiring young people right from the schools. We need to start inculcating the entrepreneurial mindsets. To me, that is the most critical 21st century skill, right? And if they can go on to create small ventures that can employ 10, 15 people, then we would have solved the job crisis of the country. And to me, and as was recently shown, skills, jobs, youth are going to be the single biggest challenge that the country faces today. And we need everybody who's here, all the Innopreneurs who've been through the journey last 10 years, 12 years. This is the group, not just 10, 15, this is the group that must go out and create thousands of jobs. right? And I think that's the larger challenge ahead of us. And once you have revenues and customers, funding will happen, right? A lot of us chase funding without understanding what are we raising that for and what will we do with it, right? The last point I want to make is that I believe when I sold my previous venture to Manipal, I began almost out of college a company called Merit Track, which started out as India's first skills assessments and the people testing company. Went through the usual roller coaster ride, scaled it. We were one of the first guys to get investment in the early days of 2005. Those days looked like a lot of money. We'd raised about $4.5 million from HSBC. Scaled it, got acquired by Manipal, and a lot of people ask me, and I moved on to. I asked myself the question: if I've completed one cycle, what would I do if I took money out of the equation? And then I started the foundation called Head and High, the experiment that I'm running called One Bridge, about taking technology to the villages. We are now in about 20,000 villages, and we work with about 5,000 odd delivery entrepreneurs. We deliver about 15 million packages into rural India every year. So when I moved on to the other side, a lot of people said, so what do you think is the difference between the enterprise and a social enterprise, right? So, you're now a part of the social enterprise. In your mind, what's the difference? And I grappled with that question for several years, because then I realized that maybe we're viewing it wrong. In my view, the world is not cleaved into enterprises and social enterprises. I think the world is and must be cleaved into enterprises and anti-social enterprises, right? So I believe that every enterprise, by definition, must have a social objective, right? And the social objective must be embedded deep into the heart of the organization. And then after that, you have to operate like any other enterprise, right? You got to pursue value for your customers. You got to pursue costs that you will do lower than the revenue that you're earning, and you have to drive profitability, right? But the core has to be a social cause. This was there when the Tata started 175 years ago. Jamshedji Tata said that, listen, we exist because of the community, right? We will do well for the community, for ourselves, and we will invest that money back into the community. And forget that, from the land of capitalism 100 years ago, Ford said, any business that is only the business of making money is a poor business, right? And somehow we seem to have lost that ethos. So I would exhort all of us to really think about our purpose. Why are we doing what we're doing? Is the purpose larger than ourselves? Is the purpose larger than our lives? Is it so big that it'll take hundreds and thousands of people to achieve it? And in that purpose, can I play a small role in making a dent in the universe? And if we have done that, and we've done it with an entrepreneurial mindset, then you do good, you feel good, and you make good money. That intersection is what we must strive for, right? So on that note, I would wish all of you a fantastic journey ahead. You've taken already the first step by being a part of this, a part of many steps. On behalf of the entire Thai community, Bangalore, I'm also on the global board. I would love to figure out how we can be of any service. Deepak and the entire team at Lemon Ideas, please treat us as your partners in crime. Happy to be of any help in the journey and do our own yagna, put our own,
Oh my God.
part into this yagna that you're doing. In fact, at Thai Bangalore, in December, we are hosting the Thai Global Summit, which happens every year. Our dream is to make it the world's largest celebration of entrepreneurship. I would want to invite you and the entire entrepreneurs in the network that you have. Let's really make a noise, because I also genuinely believe that we've copy pasted the Western model onto India for too long, and I think it is time for an Indian model of entrepreneurship to emerge. And that's the thought behind the Thai Global Summit. So love to collaborate with you guys and figure out how we can get Nagpur into Bangalore during December. Thank you.
Thank you. I think, Madanji, I'll just take a moment here. Sorry, Amartya, but then it was absolutely resonating listening to you, Madan. I think every word you said is something that I've been breathing, living for years and years. So I think that's one thing. Ignoring us, we have gone through a lot of people ignoring us. We have gone through people laughing at us. We have gone through everything in the past. And बिलीव मी, मैं अभी भी इतना जिद्दी हूँ कि मैं अभी भी लगा हूँ कि बहुत कोई रहे ना रहे, हम हमारा काम करते रहेंगे. एंड दैट्स द
Fantastic.
मैडनेस व्हिच एवरीबॉडी नोज मी हियर अराउंड. एंड
Fantastic.
though we have been in Nagpur, but I think somehow by the blessings of God and all the well-wishers, I think our footprints have reached across the country. Matlab, you name the city, I will know few bunch of entrepreneurs in every city in the
Excellent.
country right now.
Excellent.
So I think entrepreneurship has been the core of what we have been doing. Yes, because of the so-called to be able to connect with the current trend and all that. So startups have definitely been one word, but I think the core is definitely entrepreneurship. In fact, my experience has been that majority of the people who come to us are not typically startups.
Exactly.
You cannot qualify them as a startup
Exactly.
going by the definition, but ठीक है, वो startup के नाम पे the acceptance of entrepreneurship has probably increased.
Correct.
So I think that's a good sign, and we have just taken
Correct.
that advantage of that trend. But I
Correct.
think
Correct.
I'm absolutely I could relate that somebody talking my tongue. So that was absolutely. And thank you, Madan ji and Ghanshyam ji. वो जो घोड़े और घुड़सवार वाला हमारा प्राइमरी पेडागॉजी लेमन स्कूल का रहा है. मतलब द फाउंडेशन ऑफ लेमन स्कूल हैज बीन that the work has to be done on jockey. Horses might change, horses might get
Exactly.
pivoted in the typical language. हम लोग pivot word use करते हैं, but then
Yeah.
jockey or horse has been our foundation at lemon school. So I'm so glad, I'm so happy to meet both of you. It's absolutely wonderful, and I can definitely see a lot of synergies and a lot of pagalpan for us to work together in future. Thank you so much once
So
again.
just want to add, you mentioned being mad. When I was leaving Deloitte as my last corporate job, I was associate partner in Singapore. I was hired by managing partner, and somebody asked me, "Why are you leaving? Are you mad?" I said, to make any difference, I think all of us must be knowing, to make any difference, I had to be mad. Otherwise, and second reason they asked, "Why are you leaving?" I said, "I am becoming an equity partner and I'll earn 25% more. That's why I'm leaving." He said, "Are you crazy?" So yeah.
So I think
When
I think
somebody tells
will
me, "Are you mad?" I keep saying that is in my name. I can't help it.
I think that's inside
That's
that.
great.
So I think thank you so much. I think so we'll definitely have more reasons to chat and do a lot of gupshup going forward. Over to you,
Lovely.
Amartya. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Madan sir and Ghanshyam sir. It was wonderful listening to both of you, and I hope the startups also who have joined us today, they have received a lot of insights from your sharing. So with this, I would like to announce this Kickstart ceremony. Thanks to all the participants who have joined us, our special guest, Mr. Madan, Mr. Ghanshyam, other dignitaries who have joined from corporate companies, and to the complete Lemon team who have organized this Kickstart ceremony. A very, very thanks to everyone. Before the closure, we have this ritual. We would like to ask you to get ready for the national anthem. We do this closure with the national anthem of India. So requesting everyone to please get up for the national anthem.
Himalaya
Thanks, everyone. With this, I announce this kickstart ceremony, and it was a wonderful session. Thanks for contributing. Thanks for your active participation. This is my duty to inform you that we are available on all the social media channels. If you want to stay updated about the upcoming sessions, upcoming events, do follow us on our Facebook handle, Instagram handle. We are also having a channel on YouTube. Do follow us and stay connected. Requesting all the participants to stay back and wait for the pitching rounds to commence. We are starting the pitching round soon. Please settle down.